Alright, my friends, it's the Ozman with you. How you doing? It's a cold Sunday morning here in Santa Monica. I'm actually in Santa Monica right now because I'm heading to the Apple store. I need to have some issues that I gotta discuss with them. Apple, you gotta love them. Also, somebody has been trying to scam me a bit through using Apple and stuff. So I'm gonna talk to Apple about dealing with scammers and people who are phishing for your information, all that kind of fun stuff. But anyway, I'm here in Santa Monica, and it's a very cold morning and kind of overcast. I think it's supposed to rain a little later. So anyway, since I'm here, I thought I'll do a little video of Santa Monica, 3rd Street Promenade. You know, I'm gonna go see some family a little later, but I figured let's do a short video. You know, what the hell? So Santa Monica's trying to get people interested in hanging out here more. So they made the 3rd Street Promenade here a place where you can have alcohol. But this is as far as the alcohol goes. You're not allowed to have alcohol past this point. All right, I just finished talking to Apple. Basically, I got some kind of email. They said, yeah, it's a fake email. The people are trying to steal your info. I tell you, man, you can't trust anybody these days. Anyway, let me show you a little bit around Santa Monica here. Oh, by the way, you know, it's pretty lame that we got people who spend their days trying to scam people. I just think that's lame. But anyway, here's Santa Monica. So you got the, I don't know, these are condos, I guess, for the very rich, some hotels. It's really beautiful out here in Santa Monica. You know, when I was back in the 1990s, early 1990s, I had a chance to get a studio apartment here in Santa Monica, literally 1 block from the beach. And at that time, so this was probably 1993 or something like that. And at that time, it was $800 a month. And I thought, oh my God, I can't afford that. That's crazy talk. And I was like maybe, I don't know, 22, 23. So I said, oh, screw that. I ain't doing that. But now that same studio apartment is like $5,000. It's like $5,000 a month. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I made a bad move. But oh well, you know, live and learn. Anyway, let me take you out here to the water. So here I am at the park. Over there is the bridge. See? Okay, so here I am. Over there is the Santa Monica bridge, not bridge, the pier. Over there. But I wanted to show you this. Let me see if I can get it in frame here. Okay, you see that squirrel? That squirrel's not too big, but this whole hillside here is known for having a whole lot of squirrels. And some of them can be pretty huge, but this one probably is like a teenager or something. But yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. Squirrels are basically mouses and rats, but with fur on them. But everybody loves squirrels, but nobody likes rats and mouses. Here's another one. All these holes, there's another one. See? All these holes you see, they're all homes for squirrels. See? Look, there's another one. So all these squirrels have, you know, have beachfront property. Beachfront property here in Santa Monica. They're living the life. They're living the vida loca. Look at this. It's squirrel capital here. Squirrel capital. Look at this. Oh my God. Tons of squirrels. They're not even afraid of humans. Look at this squirrel. I don't have any food, squirrel, otherwise I'll give you some. Wow, a lot of squirrels. They've exploded out here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. So many squirrels. Unbelievable. But mind you, if these were rats, oh, the people would be furious. They'd be like demanding that these animals get killed. But because they're cute, nobody minds. We seem to be coming up to some kind of, I don't know if this is a protest or an exercise, but a bunch of people are dressed in yellow. So let's see what it is. What is this stuff? I don't know what all these people are doing. Chinese community. Eliminate evil Chinese community. Communist Party. Oh. Not a fan of the CCP. Okay, it looks like basically it's some sort of a protest against the Chinese Communist Party. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you can sign your name. Support justice.
I don't like signing my name to things, unfortunately, but I'll read your literature.
You know, in mainland China, the Chinese government put
Yes.
the people with faith, with belief, good people into prison,
Okay.
check their body and blood, and cut their work for money. The transplant industry in mainland China is really happening today. This is to support justice.
Okay, so they want me to sign their protest thing, but I just don't like signing things. You never know. You know, in this day and age, my friends, and I just told you, somebody was trying to scam me on Apple. You know, you give out your little bit of information, your name, your email, and all of a sudden, people are ripping you off left and right. And I don't know, these people are doing some sort of protest, and you know, I'm cool with people standing up for their rights, and I'm no fan of the Chinese Communist Party, but as a matter of fact, I hear nothing but bad things about the Chinese Communist Party. But you know, I don't want to put my name down in somebody's ledger, and then all of a sudden I'm getting phone calls and emails, and you know, I already got a YouTube channel, and I think that's more than enough as far as a public face is concerned. But anyway, let's check out the Santa Monica Pier and see what kind of fun we could see there. All right, we're heading towards the Santa Monica Pier right now, so let me throw this camera around so you can see the magic. There's the pier. That's a merry-go-round in there. Been in there for a long time. Got some, look at the people coming to park. Parking's always fun here in Los Angeles. And there we go. All right, this is the end of Route 66. So you started in Chicago and you ended here, Santa Monica. For some reason, if you do the other way around, it's not considered official. But you can see everybody is in line to take a picture of the mighty Route 66 end of the trail.
Oh yeah, this guy is strong. He's only 14 years old. Young fellas, let's take it to the high level. Everybody clap, everybody clap, everybody clap. That's right, this show is not over. It's time for the grand finale. This is the move we did on America's Got Talent. Everybody clap. Yes, we need a sexy chocolate. Yes, we need a guy from Ireland. Everybody clap. Oh, hell yes, keep it up. Give us a hand.
You go. You go.
Perfect. Keep it in, he's rich. up all the way to the cones. We're not picking anybody else. We just don't want to get in trouble from the city. Guys.
It looks like they're going to use some kind of dance routine. They were trying to get me to volunteer, but I don't want to get. I'm like, no, I'm here just to document the event. I'm not going to go out there and do some crazy dance. Plus, you know, once you get volunteer, you're stuck. You're stuck there until they're done with their little performance. And right now, they're still talking. They haven't actually done anything. So I got places to go. I'm just coming here to do a short little video. But they haven't even started their dance performance yet. So yeah, just be careful when you're out traveling, my friends, not to get suckered into doing some sort of performance piece, because you may be there for a minute. All right, we're here at the end of the pier, so let me show you around a little bit. He's a pretty good guitar player. One of my neighbors, he's a big fisherman, and he always likes to come out here and fish, but they have really strict rules of what you can fish, when you can fish. So the other day he was telling me about all his secrets to get around those rules. Oh, I tell you, people are so crazy. I love it though. Anyway, here's a bird. Looks like he's looking for some food. Over there's the rest of the pier. You got the Ferris wheel over there, all the people hanging out. The sun's coming out a little bit, which is kind of nice. Way over there is Marina, well, there's Marina del Rey, but there's also Venice Beach down there. And way out there in the ocean is Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, China, all those fun places. Hawaii, all out there. All right, my friends. Well, let's keep walking around, see what else we can get into. I got to be heading out pretty soon to see the family, but yeah, I'll try to show you some more before I head back, or head to see them, I should say. All right, there's this one little kind of area that they put wood on the floor so you can walk towards the beach a little bit. So let me show you this little section here. So they got all these people obviously trying to sell you snacks and stuff, but at the end of the day, at the end of the walkway here, you can be close to the water. Over there is the pier that I was just on, and this is everybody just trying to sell their snacks or toys or whatever. You got some pigeons like this one. You know, you really got to respect people's entrepreneurial spirit here. Everybody's got their little setup here. Probably they're not going to make too much money today because it's not going to be too hot of a day. But I'm sure in the summertime when it's 1,000,000 degrees, they do pretty good. Anyway, here's the wooden walkway over here. So over there's sand. Over here's wooden walkway. Where that bench is the last part of the wooden area. Then it becomes sand after that. Even got a big trash can over there. Here's a guy also selling. I tell you, man, people work hard, even on a Sunday. You got a, what's that, lifeguard over there? Real Baywatch. You know they're bringing back that show Baywatch? They're going to do like a modern version of it. Who knows if it's going to be as successful as the original one. I doubt it. Usually when they try to renew these kind of shows, it never does as good. Anyway, that's the back over there, Santa Monica. Those are the buildings I was showing you earlier, way over there in the distance. All right, let's walk back up to the 3rd Street Promenade area. All right, I'm walking back up these stairs to get back to downtown Santa Monica. But man, whew, these are some stairs. Alright, so this is PCH over here. PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. I have been on that highway quite a bit on my motorcycle, sometimes in my car as well. You know, further down there is where they had all the fires and everything. From what I've been told, I think they don't want to any houses that were burnt on this side of on this side over here where the beach is. If your house burned down, I've been told that they don't want you to rebuild it because they just want to keep the beach clear. If your house survived, you can keep it. So as I was saying, I don't know if you can hear me because it's so loud down there. I heard, I don't know if it's true, that the city of not Santa Monica, the city of, I guess, Los Angeles, the houses that got burnt down, the Pacific Palisades fire, that were near the beach, that were on the beach side of PCH, they're going to put some sort of restriction where you can't rebuild because they want to keep the beach side clear. If your house burned down on the other side where the mountains are, then that's fine. But I'm not 100% on that, but that's what I heard. So of course it's got mixed feelings from everybody. Some people are not happy about that, mostly the homeowners. But the people who are kind of happy about it are just everybody else, because you know, now if you drive up PCH, you'll be able to see the beach without any obstructions. Anyway, as I think that guy Po from Kung Fu Panda said, I'm going to take my #1 enemy, the stairs. I'm going to face the stairs again. So here we go. Whew, a lot of stairs here in Santa Monica. Well, you know, they want you to stay in good health, I suppose. Whew. More squirrels. Whew. All right, I made it back up the mountain here. Whew. Oh my God. I better hit the gym today. Get into shape. All right, my friends, the rains have come here hardcore. I have to stop by the mall real quick before heading home, but let me just show you a second here. Look at that. Whew, it's raining hard. Anyway, I'm gonna brave the storm here and get into the mall. I'm gonna wrap up the video here now. I was hoping to do some more footage for you guys, but it ain't gonna happen in this rain. So until next time, my friends, you know, you ride like the wind and don't let that wind ride you. And I will see you on the next video, okay? You take care out there. And don't get too wet. Uh-oh, car nearly ran me over. All right, see you in the next one, my friends.